Okay, very good morning, everyone, and welcome to the briefing for Sunday, the 30th of April. So first of all, I've put the overnight chart here, and you can see there's not a lot going on over our area. Not really any isobars at all. What there are very widely spaced, and there are some fronts around. As we go towards midday, we see this occluded front making some quite slow progress across the country. And you see, if we go ahead another 12 hours to midnight tonight, it's only made a little bit more progress than that. So hoping this is going to be quite a weak feature, which doesn't really get us until the evening, at least, hopefully. The winds today are going to be very light. In the channel, it's suggesting variable at 5 knots, a bit further into the country, 15 knots from the south. I think on the ground, it's going to start off slightly more easterly than that. Looking at the sat pic, we can see a pretty cloudy outlook, which I think will be the trend for today over us. Clearer out to the east as this front comes over very slowly. I think the picture will probably remain the same. And rain radar is currently showing nothing immediately in the vicinity, but this band of rain out to the west, which is very slowly making its way over towards us. After that's pretty much it for the rain. So hopefully that will go through early evening or so. If we look at the Met Office forecast for the rain, go ahead to about 2 p.m. You see potential for a little bit to come through. Going much further ahead to sort of the evening, 6-7 o'clock, looks like it might come through, but very much a weakening feature. Looks like this is breaking up, so it all depends on the timing and how strong this front actually ends up being. Public forecasts are suggesting something similar, with potential for showers early afternoon and then some more showers this evening. But otherwise, quite a nice day. Only suggesting a top temperature of 13 degrees, but I think with that light wind, it'll probably feel reasonably warm still. Yesterday was really nice on the airfield. Just starting off with some lower visibility, very high humidity. It's quite foggy out on the airfield at the moment, but that should clear up, I think, really quite quickly as the humidity decreases, and should be quite a nice training day. GFS reckons we could get up to 14-15 degrees with a dew point of 9 or 10, so a small split there. And current temperature at Lasham is already 10.5 degrees with a dew point of 8.6, with a light wind from south-southeast. Farnborough's last observation was few clouds at 300 feet and haze, which is probably what we're seeing out here at the moment. Light winds from the east-southeast. But forecasting, broken clouds at 200 feet, but becoming few clouds at 4,000 feet. And 10 knots of wind from the south-southwest. So might require a runway change later onto 27. Top Meteo, it's not very optimistic for soaring today, suggesting potential for some distance out to the east of us, but not really much over where we are. If we look at the thermals, it's suggesting from about 10 or 11 we'll start to get thermals to a few thousand feet. And as we go ahead towards mid-afternoon, they may be going up to about 3,000 feet. But where we are, we're just on the edge of where it's saying there will be clouds or cumulus, and on the edge of where it's saying there won't be. So I'd expect some shallow cumulus perhaps, but not a lot. So I think locally storable today, but probably not the best for cross country. No tabs today. There's nothing really in the Lasham area to affect us. We've got number 15 just out to the west here, which is high intensity radio transmissions. Lots of details on there if you want to have a look. 23 here, this really big one, isn't too much of a problem at the moment. It's an amendment to the Coronation flypast NOTAM, and it's not affecting us until next week. So operationally today, we're going to start off on 09 with a launch point in the normal position here, and we'll see exactly how strong that southerly component feels out on the airfield, but we'll probably have the winch offset. So the cables, something like here with the winch by the panhandle, cables will be on the southern side of the gliders. So those of you that are winching have the gliders right up against the runway, leave as much space as possible for the landing area here. And those that are landing, do mind that the cables are on the other side of the gliders and coming further to the south. So avoid overrunning too near or onto these. Aero towing from the north side of the runway as normal. We may have to switch runways to 27 at some point this afternoon. We have got a 737 inbound at 5:30. So hopefully we might be able to align it with that, but we might be required to go on to 27 a little bit earlier. So as I mentioned, it's a bit foggy out there at the moment, but I think it's going to get clear quite quickly. So if everyone wants to get the gliders out onto the runway, and it will probably be flyable by then. If not, we'll come back to the clubhouse briefly. I'll see you all on the airfield. Bye for now.